The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from SoFi. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing to begin, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Stafford now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Now it's Williams. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be taken down.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand? Or do they start putting the ball in the air?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. It's another run here for Williams. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. Hupp brings it in left side. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. He is in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion comes Walker. A 1st down throw for Jackson. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Motion man is Rice. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Motion man is Rice. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Stafford now on 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On the give, it's Williams. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
So on fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. They'll start this one with a three tight end look. Now the first carry for King Henry. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 93 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. They'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it, and the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, it's Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First down, it is Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be a final play in this opening quarter. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
first down, right back to Williams. And he'll only get down to around the 42. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
A first down throw for Stafford. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Williams. Oh, yeah. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. Stafford. Pass is completed to Kupp. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll go with Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. They face 2nd down and 7. A give left side. Here's Williams. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Brings up 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. To the goal line and in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. The extra point from Party is good. And the Rams draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. First and 10. They put Adams in motion. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jackson. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a handoff to Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third down, 3 to go. Out of the gun, Stafford unloads downfield looking for Nacua. And he will score. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, LA. A beautiful combination. There, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This barely gets to the landing zone, fielded at the 19. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. That's powerful running. Lowers the shoulder and picks up 4. Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will go Touchdown, Ravens. Point after now from Tucker. He gets it to go, and the Ravens go up by 7, 28-21. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw for Stafford. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down and 3. Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. On first and 10, Stafford finds Nakua on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This one taken at the 7. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right. Time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
And I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Finding room across midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 26-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 37 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Running with authority. Pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Motion man is Rice. On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I remember early in my career, Mike, this was only just starting to kind of become in vogue. Receivers would maybe get a few carries a year at most. Now, it's become commonplace throughout the NFL, and watching these results, I kind of get it. I wish we had gotten them involved at...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will go up by 7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins with a run by Williams. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Cooks going in motion. Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that is incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
The Rams punting unit coming out. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. first and 10. Jackson. That one incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
Second down. Jackson. This one. A deep shot for Rice. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball, and that's about as good as it gets.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Ravens sending the punt team out there as he's on to punt for the second time. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Now it's Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Second down, it's Stafford. That'll be... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Extra point try now for Tucker. And this one is blocked. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Williams gets it on the draw. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. 10
yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They'll go again with Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. That veteran combo, Stafford and Kupp, do it again. Hooking up for a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Nakua snags it over the middle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. It's complete. He's got Kupp. Stafford now to throw on first down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. The defense dialed in. He's going backwards on that one. Taken down back at his own 5. In motion comes Andrews. Going to go right back to Henry. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is hard. He gets the hookup with Rice. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raven first down. Now, Jackson going up top. That's hard. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. He'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
First down, Stafford. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Right back to Williams. They connect again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Stafford to throw again. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
A first down throw for Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. Third and long. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That finds Nacua downfield, complete. And he will score. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line. And a pair of points. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. To the right side here, pass is caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Baltimore.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here's Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Play action, here's Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
36.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
8 yards on the pickup.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Working across the field, he hauls it in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. One last throw here for Stafford. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my songs, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers from the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little something bring me back to the middle.